Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Beach FM, and here she is once again from pulsating Paekakariki, Chair of the Community Board. Holly Ewens, good morning.
Good morning to you, John.
Well, no doubt it's a very good morning in Paekakariki. It always seems to be that way, and I imagine you've got some events on your calendar.
We do indeed. Coming up on this weekend, on Saturday the 3rd of October, we have the wonderful Ebony Lamb, who is from Ewens Sparrow, so she's playing at St. Peter's. So she's played with some really big names. We just enjoyed a lovely concert recently, this was on Sunday night and Friday night, by Tiny Ruins, or Holly Fulbrook of Tiny Ruins, and Nadia Reid, which was absolutely spectacular. I'm sure some of your listeners were probably there too. It was a brilliant show, but she has played support for Tiny Ruins, Beth Orton, Marlon Williams, Barry Saunders, and even more, and many more. But she's been working on some solo material, so I would really recommend that you come along and get the first glimpse of some new songs before she heads into the studio. So that's Saturday the 3rd of October. There will be some door sales available, and it's $25, but you can jump on paekakariki.nz, and there's a link to buy tickets online if you don't want to miss out. Then on Wednesday the 7th of October, as many listeners will be aware, it's school holidays at the moment, and we have a children's theatre show brought to you by Little Dog Barking Theatre Company, and they do fantastic children's shows. They do live in the village as well, and that's at 10 o'clock and at 11:30, so there's two showings on Wednesday the 7th of October. It's $10, but under twos, a free sit on your knee type thing, and it's called Turn on the Light, and it's full of original music, songs and actions and puppet characters, and they weave a story that helps Tim overcome his fear of the dark. So that's on Wednesday the 7th of October.
Little Dog Barking Theatre Company. Who could resist that?
Yeah. No, they've been around for a long time, actually. They've worked really hard in that children's theatre space, and they have quite an imaginative use of puppetry and songs and things. It's always really lovely. I've been to quite a few of their shows with my children. I recommend.
So this has been concocted in Paekakariki, has it?
Well, yes. Well, I presume so, because they live here, so I imagine they were just beavering away at home, possibly during the lockdown, hoping they might be able to get a show on the road.
Yeah, yapping away. Wonderful.
Yeah. And then just a reminder that we actually have a Paekakariki Community Board Meeting. That's on Tuesday, October the 6th, and this might be of interest for some listeners. It starts at 7, by the way. We'll be having a presentation from NZTA regarding, it'll be Darren Utting, regarding the Transmission Gully interchange, at Paekakariki. Often when we've invited NZTA to come to our meetings about Transmission Gully, we hear about all these amazing bridges that they're building much further up the gully, but what we're really interested in is how the actual interchange is going to work, because it's quite complicated looking at maps and things. So hopefully we get a really good presentation where we can all come away with a lot of more clarity about what's going to be happening there. And while we're talking about NZTA, you would have heard me talk about the proposed way station, or its fancy new name, which is the CBSC, and it looks like that they're going ahead with an open day on October the 14th. That's a Wednesday. That's from 1 till 8. So that's October the 14th. So it hasn't given us much lead-in time to let the community know, but I'm presuming they will steam ahead with that, but I haven't received confirmation as of yet.
Okay.
But, I will put it on paekakariki.nz when that is confirmed. For listeners who aren't aware, this is for a proposed way station, basically at Mackay's Crossing, really. So it's it comes with a lot of health and safety concerns for park users and for Paekakariki traffic, as for those people who are trying to get onto Transmission Gully. So
excellent. Okay, so that's something that has to be talked through. Holly, you mentioned the Darren Utting and the NZTA speaking to the board about the northern junction of Transmission Gully. I assume that is to explain what has already been decided, because surely, yes, so that's all I wanted to clarify.
Yeah,
There's
no, it's
nothing
not a consultation,
up in the
it's
air.
an explanation.
Right.
Yeah. Because the last time, it's been a while since they have come to our board meeting, and last time the maps that they showed were very confusing and still more people were left puzzled. So hopefully we've got a little bit of time left over to be able to have some Q&A and really get our head around how it's going to work. And I'd like to know how it's going to work with the proposed CBSC site too. So that means more on and off and merging traffic and things. So I'd just like to know how that works. Yeah.
Well, I do hope there's someone who does understand it somewhere, because I imagine the way station is another wrinkle that may not have been thought of originally. So it will be interesting to get it clarified.
Yes, it would be really, really good to have it clarified. I fear that it's not particularly well thought through, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. So,
well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
And the opportunities coming up. Holly, thank you very much for keeping us up to date here on Beach FM.
Great. Thanks very much. Nice to be here.
106.3 Beach FM.